The truck market in 2026 is a brutal landscape where loyalty and hype mean nothing, and depreciation is the real enemy of your bank account. While pickups generally hold their value better than cars, a perfect storm of overproduction, insane repair costs, and shifting buyer tastes has turned certain heavy metal icons into financial black holes. If you bought one of these rigs thinking you were making a solid investment, you might want to look away now. Leading the charge into the financial abyss is the Chevrolet Silverado 1500. It's a shocking title for America's best-selling truck, but the data is damning. The Silverado carries the highest 5-year depreciation rate of any new truck on the market today. According to new analysis, while the average truck loses about 34% of its value in 5 years, the Silverado sheds a staggering 39.7%. That means if you paid $60,000 for that Chevy on your driveway, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table compared to a Ford or Ram. It's not that it's a bad truck mechanically, it actually ranks highly for dependability, but the market simply doesn't pay top dollar for a used one. However, if you think that's bad, we need to talk about the luxury truck debt trap. We are seeing high-end GMC Sierra trims, like the Denali and AT4, plummet in value faster than you can say cylinder deactivation. These premium haulers often command retail prices between $70,000 and $90,000, but they are suffering from severe mechanical reputations. Issues like lifter failures and cracked exhaust manifolds aren't just expensive headaches, they are value killers. The reality is that once you cross that 36,000-mile warranty threshold, these complex engines become ticking time bombs. And the used market knows it. When a platform becomes synonymous with $12,000 engine replacements, the secondary market runs for the hills, leaving you trapped with a massive loan on a rapidly depreciating asset. Now, let's get into the true horror story of the year, the Tesla Cybertruck. What was once a $150,000 status symbol is now selling for less than half of that on the secondary market, with prices hovering around $58,000 to $70,000. The value collapse here is historic. The hype has faded, overproduction has flooded the market, and sales dropped 48% in 2025. Even more damaging is the polarizing nature of the brand, which has reportedly alienated the traditional buyer base. Analysts are predicting these stainless steel behemoths could fall to the $30. 0-0 range in the next 18 months, with a long-term bottom of $15,000. If you bought one at the peak, you're now upside down on the most volatile asset in the automotive world. Moving away from the luxury segment, even the heavy-duty workhorses aren't safe from this trend, particularly the high-end Ram heavy-duty models. While a work truck holds value, a top-spec Ram 3500 loses about 30% of its trade in value over 5 years. That means a $94,000 truck dropping to roughly $44,000. The problem is the cost of ownership. Much like the Sierras, these modern trucks have transitioned from durable workhorses into highly complex financial liabilities. When the factory warranty expires, you are looking at post-warranty repair costs that can burn through your savings, and that inevitable repair bill, combined with high interest loans, eats away at the truck's residual value. So, what is the data telling us for 2026? It's telling us that while Toyota holds the crown for value retention with the Tacoma and Tundra losing only about 20%, the rest of the market is eating a massive loss. The Silverado 1500 is depreciating at twice the rate of a Toyota Tundra. The Cybertruck is experiencing a price collapse unparalleled in recent memory. The luxury full-size segment is being destroyed by its own mechanical complexity. The golden rule for 2026 is simple. If you are buying a truck, do your research, because driving off the lot is just the first step on a very expensive journey. And that expensive journey gets even rockier when we look at the mid-size truck segment, where the once unstoppable Ford Ranger is suddenly looking like a financial liability rather than a smart buy. The 2026 market data shows that while the Ranger used to be the darling of the off-road crowd, its value retention has taken a serious nosedive compared to its rivals. The problem isn't necessarily the truck itself, but the brutal competition it faces from the refreshed Toyota Tacoma and the all-new Hyundai Santa Cruz, both of which are eating into the Ranger's resale value with better technology packages and more efficient powertrains. When buyers are cross-shopping, they're willing to pay a premium for the perceived reliability of a Toyota or the unique lifestyle appeal of the Hyundai, leaving the Ford sitting on dealer lots with discounted price tags that push down the entire used market. Let's not forget the elephant in the room when it comes to truck depreciation, and that's the rapidly evolving electric truck segment, where the Rivian R1T is experiencing a value correction that would make any early adopter wince. While Rivian makes an incredible product, the market is flooding with new electric truck options in 2026, from the Chevy Silverado EV to the Ram 1500 REV, and that competition is crushing the resale value of the original electric adventure truck. Early buyers who paid well over $90,000 for loaded R1T models are now seeing trade in offers that barely crack the $55,000 mark, and the pace of battery technology improvement means that last year's electric truck already feels outdated when it comes to range and charging speed. The secondary market simply doesn't reward early adoption in the EV space, and the R1T is paying the price for being a pioneer in a segment that's evolving faster than a Tesla on ludicrous mode. Now, if you think the electrics are bad, wait until we dive into the diesel truck market, where the 2026 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Duramax is facing a value crisis that goes beyond normal depreciation curves. The heavy-duty diesel segment has always been a safe haven for resale value, but that's changing fast as emission regulations tighten and repair costs skyrocket into the stratosphere. The Duramax engine, while powerful, has developed a reputation for expensive DEF system failures and fuel injector issues that can set you back 5 figures to fix. And that reputation is now baked into the resale prices. Trucks with high miles are being auctioned off at fire sale prices because dealers know they're sitting on a liability, not an asset, and savvy buyers are steering clear unless the price is too good to pass up. Speaking of high mileage nightmares, the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel is another cautionary tale that deserves its own spotlight in this 2026 truck value collapse. What was once marketed as the fuel-efficient champion of the half-ton segment has turned into a depreciation disaster, with values dropping nearly 35% in just 3 years. The Eco Diesel engine has been plagued by reliability issues, including oil cooler failures and eager system problems. And when combined with the complexity of modern diesel emission systems, it creates a repair nightmare that no used truck buyer wants to inherit. The market has responded by discounting these trucks heavily, and many owners are finding themselves underwater on their loans, unable to sell for anywhere near what they owe, trapped in a cycle of diminishing returns every single mile they drive. And then there's the Nissan Titan, which has always been the underdog in the full-size truck wars, but in 2026, it's practically a ghost on the used market, with values dropping faster than any other full-size truck on the road. Nissan's decision to discontinue the Titan after the 2024 model year has effectively killed any remaining resale value, as parts availability becomes a growing concern and dealers become increasingly reluctant to take them on trade. The Titan was never a volume seller, and now that it's officially discontinued, the pool of potential buyers has shrunk to a niche group of enthusiasts who are willing to overlook the lack of factory support and aftermarket parts. For the average truck buyer, however, the Titan represents a dead-end investment, and the market has priced that reality into every used model that's currently changing hands. What ties all of these trucks together in 2026 is a fundamental shift in how buyers evaluate used vehicles, moving away from brand loyalty and toward cold, hard data on total cost of ownership. The days of assuming any truck will hold its value are officially over, and the winners in this new landscape are the brands that prioritize reliability, simplicity, and affordable repairs over gimmicks and overcomplicated engineering. The big takeaway from this year's depreciation data is that buyers are getting smarter, and they're voting with their wallets against trucks that carry hidden costs and mechanical nightmares. We're seeing a clear divergence in the market, where trucks with proven track records, like the Toyota Tundra and the Ford F-150 with the naturally aspirated V8, are holding their value much better than their turbocharged and diesel counterparts. The market is punishing complexity and rewarding simplicity, and that's a lesson that every truck buyer needs to take seriously before they sign on the dotted line. If you're in the market for a new truck in 2026, your best bet is to look at the total cost of ownership over 5 years, not just the monthly payment, because those hidden costs are exactly what's making these 7 trucks worthless in the eyes of savvy buyers. The takeaway is brutal but clear. The truck market is no longer a guaranteed investment. And the depreciation numbers prove that brand loyalty is a losing strategy in 2026. The days of buying any truck and expecting it to hold value are dead, replaced by a reality where only the smartest buyers will walk away with their finances intact. Now we need to look at the specific warning signs that should make any buyer run the other way. From engine designs that are known to fail to transmission issues that have plagued certain models for years. And those warning signs are exactly where the rubber meets the road, because if you know what to look for, you can spot these depreciating disasters from a mile away before they ever drain your bank account. Take the 10-speed automatic transmission that's found in so many of these trucks. For example, because while it sounds impressive on paper, the reality is that certain model years have been plagued with hard shifts, delayed engagement, and in some cases, complete failure before the truck even hits 60,000 miles. When a transmission replacement runs you north of $6,000, that's a repair bill that instantly wipes out any equity you might have built up in the vehicle. And the used market has caught on, offering significantly less for trucks with these known problem transmissions, especially those built during specific production windows when quality control was clearly taking a back seat to meeting production targets. Then you've got the active fuel management and cylinder deactivation systems that are supposed to save you gas money, but end up costing you an engine instead, and this is a problem that spans across multiple brands, from Chevrolet to Ram to GMC. The lifters in these systems have a nasty habit of collapsing, which sends metal shavings through the entire oiling system and turns your V8 into a very expensive paperweight, and once that happens, you're looking at an engine replacement that can easily exceed $10,000. What makes this particularly painful is that these failures often happen just outside of the warranty period, leaving owners with a truck that's worth far less than the repair bill, forcing them into a no-win situation where they either dump thousands into a vehicle that's already depreciated heavily, or sell it at a massive loss to someone willing to take on the risk. The electronics nightmare that plagues modern trucks is another factor that's crushing resale values in 2026. Because when your infotainment screen fails or your advanced driver assistance systems start throwing error codes, the repair costs are astronomical. These trucks have more computers on board than the Apollo spacecraft, and when one of those modules goes bad, you can't just swap in a used part from the junkyard. You have to go to the dealer, pay for expensive diagnostic time, and then shell out for proprietary software updates that only the manufacturer can provide. It's a captive system designed to keep you coming back to the dealer, and it's also designed to keep used truck buyers far away unless the price drops low enough to compensate for the potential headaches waiting down the road. Now let's talk about the hybrid trucks that were supposed to be the future, but are quickly becoming the past, because the 2026 market is showing that these complex powertrains are depreciating even faster than their gas-only counterparts. The Ford F-150 Power Boost, for example, came with a lot of hype about its onboard generator and fuel economy, but the reality is that battery degradation, hybrid system failures, and the sheer cost of replacing that battery pack have turned these trucks into white elephants. When you can buy a brand new EV truck with better range and more advanced technology for the same price as a used hybrid truck with a questionable battery, the used hybrid simply doesn't stand a chance in the current market environment. And we absolutely cannot ignore the impact of high interest rates on the used truck market, because when financing a used truck costs you 8 to 10% APR, buyers become incredibly picky about what they're willing to take a loan out on. The math is simple. A buyer can stretch their budget for a newer, more reliable truck with a lower interest rate. Or they can take a chance on a high mileage truck with known issues and pay through the nose in interest charges, and most buyers are choosing the safer option. This has created a two-tiered market where the clean, reliable trucks are still fetching good money, but anything with a questionable repair history or known mechanical issues is getting absolutely hammered in the pricing department. The diesel emissions scandal hangover is still affecting trucks even in 2026, and we're seeing this play out most dramatically in the used Ram 2500 and 3500 models equipped with the Cummins diesel engine that has been tuned to meet stricter emission standards. The problem is that these emission systems are incredibly complex and failure-prone, with repair costs for DPF filters, eager coolers, and DEF injectors running into the thousands of dollars. Buyers are now factoring these potential costs into their offers, meaning even a truck with relatively low miles is getting lowballed because everyone knows the emission system is a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. What we're witnessing in 2026 is a complete reset of the used truck market, where the old rules no longer apply and the new rules are being written by buyers who are more informed and more cautious than ever before. The days of buying a truck, driving it for 3 years, and only losing a few $1,000s in depreciation are officially over, replaced by a reality where some trucks are losing 40, 50, even 60% of their value in the same time frame. The survivors in this market are the trucks that offer bulletproof reliability, simple maintenance, and a proven track record of going hundreds of thousands of miles without major issues, and everything else is just taking up space on dealer lots, waiting for a buyer who's either desperate enough or uninformed enough to take the plunge. For those of you watching this video who already own one of these trucks, I know this is painful information to hear, but it's better to know the truth now than to find out when you're trying to trade it in and getting offered half of what you owe on the loan. There are strategies you can employ to minimize your losses. From keeping meticulous maintenance records to selling privately rather than trading in. But the cold hard reality is that some losses are unavoidable when you're dealing with a truck that the market has decided is no longer desirable. And if you're in the market to buy, your opportunity is in the depreciation itself. Because while these trucks might be worthless to the original owners, they can represent incredible value for a savvy buyer who knows exactly what they're getting into and is willing to do the research and the maintenance required to keep them running. The other factor that's reshaping the truck market in 2026 is the generational shift in what buyers actually need from their trucks, because the days of buying a heavy-duty truck just to commute to the office are coming to an end. Younger buyers are prioritizing efficiency, technology integration, and sustainability over raw towing capacity and bed size. And that's pushing the market away from the massive gas-guzzling behemoths that dominated the last decade. This trend is accelerating as fuel prices remain volatile, and cities increasingly implement congestion charges and parking restrictions that make large trucks more expensive to own and operate in urban environments. We're also seeing a fascinating dynamic where the trade-in values of these depreciating trucks are being artificially inflated by dealers who want to move new inventory, only for the buyer to discover that the trade-in allowance was built into the inflated price of the new truck they just purchased. It's a shell game that leaves the consumer holding the bag. And by the time they realize they've been taken for a ride, it's too late to do anything about it. The smart money in 2026 is on buying used, but only if you know exactly which trucks to avoid and which trucks represent hidden gems in a sea of depreciation disasters. Now we need to take a deeper dive into the specific model years that are the worst offenders. Because while we've talked about the brands and the platforms, the truth is that certain production years are significantly worse than others. The 2020 and 2021 model years, for example, were built during the height of the supply chain crisis, and there's substantial evidence that quality control suffered as manufacturers rushed to get vehicles out the door with whatever parts they could source. These trucks are now hitting the used market in large numbers, and savvy buyers are staying far away, knowing that the build quality issues and electronic gremlins that plagued these model years are going to cost them dearly in the long run.